Hole. That's one bumper for.
Today we get this crash damaged VW Polo back on the road for the first time. Last time our headlight came, we got our alloys. It's not brand new headlight, is a used one. There's a few bits on our headlight that we'll need to swap over. Getting the wings prepped and ready to be painted, alloy wheel and new tyre. And then the final piece of the puzzle is the last wheel and tyre. So we should actually be drivable, sort of, in a fashion. Now need to put the final parts back together and get us on the road. You can see a bit of bodywork on the bonnet, so that is sort of done, just needs a good polish up now, and that is usable, and it's going to save us having to buy a new bonnet and having all that painted. All of our wings, they just need a polish up, but they're going to go onto the car just to get everything all set up, and we can polish those up then. Parts for the front end to go back together are now arriving, so just waiting for paints to finish. Bit of a cock up. I thought in the pictures it looked like it had got the parking sensors in the front bumper, and it hasn't. So we're going to have to drill the parking sensors out and put the brackets in to hold that. Shouldn't be a major issue, but now literally just painted everything all up, waiting for that to all go off. I don't want to mess with it now for about 24 hours, and then we can start putting these all back together, start getting it onto the car and making it look complete again. Now luckily for me, we've got the markings on the bumper where the parking sensors need to go. Those markings do match up with the original bumper. So we've now got to drill the holes. So first we drill our hole. So we've got our punch to do the hole. So we've made sure we've got the right size for the hole, so this is going to fit on through the bumper. Slide it on, and then we're going to slide our nut on. And it's going to tighten this up, and hopefully it's going to put it goes loose. We'll just knock this back through. That's one parking sensor hole. That's one bumper for. Full strip down of the bumper now can continue. I've got all the plugs undone. We've got to remove. Now our bumper didn't have parking sensors, so I've got to now take our little brackets out of this bumper and fit them onto the other. And I'm hoping that by heating up the bracket I can then get it to go, so let's give that a go. We've got a few more clips here on the bumper just to get more of our brackets off, and then hopefully we've got all new parts that can go into that bumper, and then it's just literally our bottom trays, and that's going to be fairly done hopefully. And still using the hairdryer instead of a heat gun, unfortunately. But yeah, they've come off nicely. So onto the next one. So both of those come off pretty easily. We now just need to make sure that they go on in the right place. And might just be able to do a similar sort of a thing of how these are fitted. So at the minute we'll just put those to the side. So all these little fiddly brackets now need to come off now. I can just be quite brutal with these because I don't need to use this again. So let's just get these out of the way. Break the badge, because this has got a radar built into this, so you do need to make sure that that stays in good condition. Should hopefully be all in one piece and out nicely. So that, oh, got a nice bit of a cut there. That can then just be swapped over onto the new one. It's quite heavy, it's more sturdy than it looks. Okay. So number plate holder done. So I've actually adhesived the parking sensor brackets in and then just put a little clamp on them. Done the same over here. So these are the clamps that we used when we was welding up the BMW 3 Series. Once we've got the wing on, we'll be able to position the headlight exactly. We've got our new little bracket on there, so that'll enable us to put this wing on and then get our brackets on that's going to hold the front bumper. One new bumper bracket, so this now can be fitted onto the front wing, hopefully. So I'm not going to worry too much about getting the panels exact, because we'll probably have to mess about with them quite a bit once they're done, but as long as we can get them close, then it's just going to make life a lot easier later on. So now get the back sections fixed on. 2 bolts at the bottom, and then there's one further up in the middle, so that can go into place and hopefully just line everything all up. So again, just trying to get it close for now and make sure that gap is looking somewhere near. As I say, all the panels need to be polished up, just in case you're getting little light scratches or anything like that. I've just not tried to go too over the top at the minute. So one side mostly back in. All little adjustments, all the sort of final adjustments we'll do afterwards, and then there's a little bolt that goes in onto the edge. So again, all that will get done at the very end. That'll be the sort of final bits that never actually get done, but they will get done. So looking good, that's all nice. Bracketry all on that side. We'll get the other panel on exactly the same over there. Well, again, same now as the other side. Right, so hopefully it's somewhere close. That's better. More happier with that now. I still feel that wing just needs to come up slightly just to match in better, but it's not far away at all. So next up is front bumper, and this just looks like a pain. It just doesn't seem to sort of sit right at all. absolute pain. That was horrific. The plastic just does not want to move at all. But anyway, it's done. It's back together. So let's try and now feed it in, get all of our connectors connected, and hope it goes back together a little bit easier than that. So first we've got our top bolts. I've not slid everything into place 100% yet, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One, I need to get these cables fed through the side here, so I'm sort of hoping that I can get it so far. On, and then feed the wires through, do the other bit, and so on and so forth. Little couple of connectors for fog lights and the parking sensors. I can get to those through the wheel arch. Oh gosh, it looks like a car again.
Just watch me
Haven't got the power on, so that bumper now can go all back on. Leave the battery on charge and not the lights off. But yeah, I can now fit this and be confident that everything is actually working. The only thing that I've not checked is that radar. So just the wheel arch lining to go in this side, and this side is completely done. We've just literally got to clean up the panel, polish it up, see how that looks, and then decide whether we actually need it painting again or whether we're happy with that. So I think to be fair, this side will polish up fine. All of the fittings gone back on, so we've got a little strip. These have just got to push back in fully. So just click those in, same over here. So that's all back in nicely now. We've got a little strip that just goes along this top, which is actually on the windscreen, that we're going to clean up first. This side's gone back together lovely. Door, obviously, bit of a sore point. Got to sort that out. We've got a little devil bolt still to go in down on this panel. For the moment, I think we can just get away. We can get while I'm waiting to sort the door out. I can get the MOT done. It'll go through an MOT fine with that as it is. The bottom sill's just got to be painted in, so that then will look a lot better. And this wheel arch cover can then hopefully go in on this side. And that's not looking bad then. It's now just going to be a bit of tinkering around, trying to get it all lined up properly. I'm going to see whether I can get the chrome inserts for that grille, because that is just playing havoc with me at the minute. I'd like that done. But then, yeah, not so bad at all. It's all gone back together pretty easy. I sort of thought this was going to be an easy repair, and it really was. It is. It's just that my decisions trying to make life easier going for a new front bumper actually made it worse. I'd have been better just going for a good, decent used one. It needed painting anyway, and then it was just buying a new one without those parking sensors and those plastic trims, trying to get those in, which I suppose I might have had that problem with another used decent one, I don't know. But they're just an absolute pain, and they still don't seem to fit 110%. I ended up paying originally, in the condition that this was in, about 7,400-ish. Now this came and it hadn't got a key, so there was no keys with the car, and I'm still a little bit worried about that, as to was it just a genuine mistake, genuine thing that they hadn't got the key, or have we got further issues? So until I actually test drive this, I'm not going to find out. So coming up in a minute is going to be where we get it onto the road and take it for a test drive and see whether we have actually got other issues or not. Seems okay, the engine seems fine. It's a little 1 litre thing, so they don't sound fantastic anyway, but hopefully it is okay, but we're going to find out. But yeah, 7 odd grand. It was about 400 and call it £500 for the key. Bumper was a couple of £100. The wings were about £70 each, and then a bit of paint on there, and then just a couple of trims. So I'll put all the parts in there all together. So I would say that we're going to be nine grand there or thereabouts. We're sort of in on. These are fetching about 15-16 grand, but there is category C repaired versions of this out there for about 11-12 grand selling for. So I suppose if I could get 11 grand for it, between 10 and 11, I've made a little bit of money. I've been able to make the video, and that is really what the key is, that I keep flipping these, build up, and we can try and build something really special on the channel that we can build and do. We've got, you may have seen the little MX-5 next to us, so hopefully that is going to be starting and getting parts for that, so that's coming up soon. In between time, we're going to do a final bit on the 320 diesel that we put all the back end in, the M2, and figuring out what I'm going to do with those again. Ideally I need to sell those, get them gone, get the money in, and we can put it to a bigger project. And it's done. Looks really good actually. So all gone back together okay. As I say, the front wings and bonnet and front bumper are just going to need to be polished up, but bonnet doesn't look too bad. All the lights are working okay. Got a bit of an issue with the parking sensors. They're not working fully, so I need to figure out what's going on with those. Bottom bit just needs painting in. Obviously that wing just needs polishing up then. Maybe a repaint, so we'll see. And then a couple of little covers back into place. But yeah, really happy with how it's all come out. Yeah, happy with the final result. We can hopefully now, as I say, try and get this sold and get the money back in and put it towards another project. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.